family is family consists of group of people live together. Next, the condition is how family is formed. These members join together by ties of marriage. These family members, or write down, family is or family consists of, lego, family consists of a group of people united by number one. Family consists of a group of people united by number one, ties of marriage. Okay. United by ties of marriage, blood or adoptions, who constitute a single household and interact among themselves in their respective roles and relationships, or you can say interact among themselves in their respective social positions. Am I repeat? Family consists of group of members united by ties of marriage, blood or adoption, who constitute a single household, and interact among themselves in their respective social status or respective roles and relationships. Is it clear? Say for example, in a family there are number of members. One may be a father, one may be a mother, and others they are siblings, okay, brothers and sisters. So father interact with their children in another way, mother also in another way, and when you interact among yourselves, brothers and sisters, the pattern of interaction is different. So that is family. Clear? For the practical purposes, there are two types of families. When you will be going to the field, you can see two types of families. One is nuclear family and another one is joint family. Now question comes, what is a nuclear family? Nuclear family, in Bengali we call it ekok poribar, and in Bengali we call it ekok poribar. In English it is called nuclear family, and in Bengali we call it jauto poribar, or in English we call it joint family. Fine. So what is a nuclear family? When a family consists of father, mother and their children, okay, or their siblings. Write down nuclear family, father, mother and their children or siblings. And next one is joint family. Joint family consists of several, more than one married couples, more than one or several or more than one married couples along with their children and other family members also. Okay. So that is the difference between nuclear family and joint family. But you see, there is a difference between family and household. Family and household, there are two terminologies. When you will be going to the field for other purposes, not during the family care program, but for conducting other type of research, many times you have to go to the field. In that case, you have to face this problem, family and household. So main difference between the family and household is that family consists of members, ties with marriage, blood or adoptions, and their related teeth and kins, okay, in case of joint family. But in case of nuclear family, in case of family, they are related kith and kins. But if anybody stays in their family apart from their blood relation, say for example, my driver or your driver, your servants or some other else, say for example, any boarder, any roomers, if they stay in one family, so it is not called as such a family, it is called household. So there are two types of families for the practical purposes, nuclear family and joint family. Now nuclear family is ठीक है, clear, husband, wife and their children. So automatically husband, wife dominate the other members, they carry out each and every activities of the families, they can maintain the family. But in case of joint family, what happens, see, I told you number of married couples will be there, but the eldest member will be the head of the family. Whole family usually dominated by the head of the household. Usually he supposed to be a male member, okay, and there is a common purse, means common money bag, what we say. All the income from the different sources come to this purse, and from this purse expenditures will be there, and everything will be controlled either internally or external by the head of the family, who is the eldest male members. Till today it is going on in our family system or in our society. But there are different types of family also, little bit you should know theoretically. So according to the marriage pattern, there are two types of families. One is, write down, one is, this is not practical, okay, this is not applicable in your field work, but you should know theoretically. One is monogamous family, another is polygamous family. Monogamous family and polygamous family. Monogamous family means when one male get married to one woman. That is the system, and in this way if a family form, then it is called monogamous family. And polygamous family, when one male get married to more than one female, and at the same time if one female get married to more than one male, then it is called polygamous family. Is it clear? When one male get married to one female, it is monogamous. And just reverse, when one male or one female get married to more than one female or more than one male, this is called polygamous. Again polygamous family, again it will be divided into two. One is polygynous and next one is polyandrous. polygynous and polyandrous. When one male get married to more than one female, that is called polygynous. And in reverse, next one is polyandrous. When one female get married to more than one male, it is called polyandrous. Usually among the tribes till today it is found, especially in case of Toda in Nilgiri Hills, we can see it. So this is about the family. Now little bit you should know about the function of family. Mainly there are three functions of a family, mainly. One is economic functions, another is social functions, and third one is biological functions. All are equally important. Economic functions, family provide us food, clothing, shelter. Economic functions. Social functions, we have been brought up, reared by the family, either father, mother, along with our elder sisters or brothers. That is social functions. The process of upbringing is called socialization. Write down the terminology, that is also important. Socializations. The process by which a member of the family acquires the norms, the folkways, the mores, the customs, the traditions, etc. of a family. It's a process whereby a member of the family acquires norms, customs, folkways, mores, traditions, etc. and become a responsible citizen. That is socialization. So that is the social function of the family. And last one is biological function. Usually it's called reproductive functions. Family produce child or children. These are the function of the family. Okay. Now, once there is a family, question comes about the community. Community means when a group of people live together and share their common way of life, common way of living. That is called a community. So you are going to the community. Community consists of families. Okay. So there may be social problems, but these social problems may be within the family. So again, you should know what are the social problems. We can see social problems in two angles. One thing, the problems that are faced by many people of the society, that is called social problems. At the same time, we can say social problems are those problems for which the individual's capacity will be hampered. I have the capacity, but due to some problems, I cannot exert my potential to achieving the goal. That is social problems. For examples, social problems are unemployment, inequality, even malnutrition, addiction, or you can say misuse of substances, or you can say substance abuse, domestic violence. These are the examples of social problems. So these types of problems you may find out while you will be visiting to the family for family care program. Among the family members, you may see. Now question comes about the family tree. Okay. When you will be writing a report after visiting the family, okay, after collecting the data, when you will be writing a report, so you should write the total family structures in one format. that is called family tree. Okay. Say for example, in case of joint family, male, female, likewise you can draw the write down, you can draw the family tree. Now that is very important, because you see, in a nutshell, you can show everything or almost everything which you will get or which you will find in a family. Say for example, okay, so square means, say for example, square means male and circle means female. This is called family tree. Okay. Suppose square means male, female, male, female, then female, male, female, male, female. So how many generations here? 1, 2, 3. You can say this is joint family, as well as sometimes we may call it 3 generation family. Now, what things you can incorporate within this family? This is called family tree. So for example, while going to collect information for taking care of the family, you can collect different types of information. For example, as regards to health is concerned, forget about the socioeconomic condition, later on I am coming. Health is concerned, so health problem. Say for example, these male folk, you can write the age also. Say for example, 70. Male, female, 70 years, 65 years. That male folk is suffering from a disease, so you can cover this type disease. He also suffering from disease like this. Okay. Again, you can indicate the different types of diseases by coloring these in different colors. Is it? This is, say for example, this is red. Another disease suffering from. Okay. And you can write in index these things. So this is called family tree. In one piece of paper, you can show everything. Okay. This is about the family tree. Next, another concept I will discuss today, that is socio-economic status. That is again very important. It is another influential determinants of health. Another important influential determinants of health, that is called socio-economic status. In short form, we call it SES, socioeconomic status, because it is one of the important influential determinants. This socioeconomic status had various roles in health, in nutritional status, even in mortality and morbidity also. So that is very important. To calculate this socioeconomic status, there are different scales that has been already prepared by somebody else. Usually there are three types of socioeconomic scales, okay, prepared by number one, write down. Number one, B.G. Prasad. B.G. Prasad scale, Brahm Gobind Prasad, BRAHM, Brahm Gobind Prasad scale. This scale was first introduced in the year 1961. Before that, perhaps it will be easy for you to understand why socioeconomic scales. With the help of the socioeconomic scales, we can measure the socioeconomic status, because our socioeconomic status varies according to the prices. That will be calculated with the help of consumer price index. Consumer price index. What is that? This is an index of increase or decrease, that is variation of the prices. Which prices? Prices of goods and services, usually retail goods and prices. Okay, retail goods and services, that is CPI, Consumer Price Index. That Consumer Price Index was first introduced in the year 1944. Okay, in the year 1944 by Labor Bureau, Government of India. They introduced three types of scale. Scale means CPI. Three types of Consumer Price Index. One is CPI for industrial workers. We call it CPIW, Consumer Price Index of industrial worker. Next, Consumer Price Index for agriculture laborer, CPI-AL, and third one is CPI rural laborers, RL. Clear? CPI for industrial worker, CPI for agricultural laborer, and CPI for rural laborer. But the first one is well accepted, because this is based on the expenditure of normal class family, So, we give focused emphasis on CPI for industrial workers. Based on this CPI, three scales was introduced. Number one, B.G. Prasad scales introduced in the year 1961. Second one is Uday Parikh scale. Second one is Uday Parikh scale, and third one is Kusumi scale. Third one is Kusumi scale. Kusumi. This Kusumi scales I will discuss in details because it is most important as it considers both the rural and urban areas, and also it considers not only the family income but also the educations and occupations. These minimum 3 factors it includes. That's why we usually use Kusumi scales. Why you are not using this Biji Prasad scale and Udayapari scales? This Biji Prasad scales only considers the income, only considers the income of the family. That's why usually we do not use. Once we are telling SES, socio-economic status, social status as well as economic status includes some cultural factors also. So, we do not consider Biji Prasad scale because it is based on calculating only monthly income of the family. It does not consider the other factors because socioeconomic status is also influenced by occupations, is also influenced by educations and other factors. For the reasons usually we do not use this. So, what we use? Kusumi scales. Here Udayapari scales also we do not consider because the thing is that it does not consider all the factors like income. This is not considered in Udayapari scales. Only caste, occupations, educations and land owned. So, it is not applicable in case of cities and urban areas. Okay. For the reasons we use Kusumi scales. No income domain in Udayapari scales. Caste, occupations, education and land. So, we consider which scale? Kusumi scales. So, modified Kusumi scale. Okay. So, what is that? Already I told you that it considers income, occupations and educations. So, income, occupation and education of the head of the family. Okay. Income of the family, total income of the family and occupation of the head of the family and education of the head of the family. Clear? Okay. So, let us see about these factors. Number 1 is education of the head of the family. For each educational standard, a specific marks will be given. Say for example, for professional degree, okay, write down for professional degree, marks will be given 7. Graduate, graduate 6, intermediate oblique diploma 5. What I told you, professional degree marks will be 7, graduate 6, intermediate or diploma 5, high school 4 marks, middle school 3, primary 2, and for illiterate 1. Can I repeat? For professional education 7 marks, graduate 6 marks, intermediate or diploma holders 5 marks, high school 4 marks, middle school 3 marks, primary 2 marks, illiterate 1 marks. So this is education of head of the family. Next, occupation of the head of the family. Occupation of the head of the family. Write down: legislators, senior office manager. Legislators, senior office managers 10 marks. Professionals 9 marks. Technicians / associate professors 8 marks. Clerk 7 marks. Skilled worker, shop, market, sales worker 6. Okay. Skilled agricultural worker and fishery worker. Write down: skilled agricultural workers and fishery workers 5. Then craft and related trade workers. Craft, CRAFT, craft and related trade workers 4. Next, plant and machine operators, assemblers. Plant, machine operators and assemblers 3. Elementary occupation 2. Unemployed 1. Okay. So this is for the head of the family's occupation and education. And next, third parameter is monthly income of the whole family. Monthly income of the whole family. Okay. This is updated on March 2024. Updated on March 2024, published in the month of July 2024. more than equal to 2,13,814 and above. More than equal to 2,13,814 and above. Marks or score will be given 12. 1,06,850 to 2,13,813. Score will be given 10. Then 80,110 to 1,06,849. Marks will be given 6. Then 53,361 to 80,109. Marks will be given 4. Then 31,000, write down, 978 to 53,360. Marks will be given, or score will be given 3. Then 10,703 to 31,977. Marks will be given 2. And last one, less than equal to 10,702. Marks will be given 1. So 3 parameters. So all the marks will be added together to calculate the socioeconomic status of a specific family. Now, what will the socioeconomic class? Then we should consider about the socioeconomic class. Total score and socioeconomic class. If the score of a particular family belongs to 26 to 29, then we can consider this family upper class. That is 1. Clear? If the score belongs to 16 to 25, we call it upper middle, that is class 2, upper middle. If the score belongs to 11 to 15, then we call it lower middle, that is 3. If the score falls between 5 to 10, 5 to 10, that is called, write down, upper lower, that is class 4. And last one, if the total score is less than 5, then the class is lower, that is 5. Is it clear? So 5 classes, if the score falls between 26 to 29, that is upper class, 16 to 25, upper middle class, 11 to 15, lower middle class, 5 to 10, upper lower, and last one, less than 5, lower class. So this is about the socio-economic status, is calculations as far as updated updated, modified Kusumi scale published in the year 24 month of July. Okay, this is updated. So when you will be going to the field, you have to collect all the parameters, educations, occupations and monthly income of the family. So easily you can calculate the socio-economic status of that family. Is it? You can find out what type of family belongs. Is it nuclear family or is it joint family? And third one, if there is any social problems. Usually you may find addictions, substance abuse, other type of addictions, other social problems. So we have to take into account while collecting the information for taking care of the family. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Now